When I teach photography workshops or I do online portfolio reviews or go through my students' work in my mentorship program or during my Vietnam workshops, I see the same common mistakes over and over again. They're all fixable, so don't worry, and they're all worth fixing. So no fluff today, no motivational quotes, no nonsense as usual, straight up advice from someone who's been doing this professionally for almost 2 decades. If you're new here, I'm Justin Mott, and welcome to my home here in Hanoi, Vietnam, and welcome to my channel, which is dedicated to all things photography, less gear talk, more real talk, and if that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing. Alright, so what are these mistakes that we're all making? Go ahead, judge me, Justin. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So let's start with one of the main ones, which is just sloppy composition. This one drives me absolutely crazy, and it's because it's the easiest to fix. Trees, poles, wires popping out of people's heads in street photography, travel photography, portrait photography, limbs chopped off at the wrist, distracting objects, distracting people, all avoidable. You just didn't slow down. Sounds funny coming from someone who talks and moves fast, but you didn't move your feet. You didn't wait that extra second for the right moment. Composition isn't luck, it's discipline. Every inch, every centimeter in your frame matters. If you want it to stand out, you've got to care about what's in your frame and also what's not. Next on my hit list today is cliché-driven photography. Oh my goodness, this is what I see all the time, and this is the images that amateurs take that they're the most proud of. These cliché-driven images. Now, I should warn people today, like, you all should go through this process to all take these pictures, but if you're here, if you're watching me, if you're listening to me on YouTube, you're spending your time with me, it's because you want to take that next jump. You want to push in your photography. So don't think I'm judging you for doing this. We've all done it. I'm just trying to help you get past it. So cliché-driven photography, what do I mean by that? Well, that's like the guy walking through a shaft of light shot that everyone takes, myself included. The something old next to something new. Oh, wow, you're the first person to do that juxtaposition. Or that moody reflection in a puddle of something that's not interesting at all. We've all seen it, we've all done it, but if you want to level up, you've got to push past the obvious. Study the work that inspires you, but don't copy it. Ask yourself why you like it, and then translate that feeling into your own visual language and into your photography. Photography isn't about chasing trends, it's about developing your own personal style and developing your own personal taste. The next one is for all the gearheads that come to me that want the fix to be the new lens, the new camera. Guess what? It's not. So you're letting the lens do the work. You bought that beautiful Leica 1.4. I've got the 35 1.4. I love it. Or that fancy wide-angle lens that's just a mega wide and you can get the whole world in your shot. So then you shoot everything wide open or ultra wide or both because you think it looks cool or because that's why you bought the lens. Stop letting your gear make creative decisions for you. There's nothing wrong with having these tools. You need to learn how and when to use them. A wide-angle lens should tell a story about space, tension, and depth, not just how much can I fit in this picture, how much can I fit in this frame. A shallow depth of field shot should isolate something meaningful, an object, a person, not hide poor composition or just hide a poor scene. Gear is just a tool. You are the storyteller. Learn how to use your gear and when to use your gear. The next one is sort of like a pet peeve of mine because I live here in Vietnam and I see people do this all the time, and they let the subject or the location do the work for you. You photographed a wrinkled face in a different culture. Oh, wow, that's different. Like, no, it's not. Would it work as a picture if it's just a wrinkled face in whatever country you're from? Probably not. Would it? Like, is it a nice picture? Did you just do what I said before and take that 70 to 200 tight shot of a wrinkled face? Like, that's not a good travel photography picture. Or you just shot a colorful street in India or a dramatic landscape at golden hour in a different country, but the photo still really says nothing. Like, maybe the color's there, the texture might be there, but no emotion, no intention. You relied on the subject to carry the image. I say this all the time, but a good photograph is more than a good subject, more than a good location. It's about your perspective, your light, your timing, your choices, the overall mood and moment. Interesting subjects don't automatically make interesting photos. Remember that, sear it into your head. Next on my list is lack of commitment, and this really is what a lot of amateur photographers and a lot of pro photographers who don't get a lot of work, this is what they're guilty of, lack of commitment, especially amateurs, because you really have no consequences. You don't take a bad picture, you come home, you just have to answer to yourself. I take a bad picture, send it to my editor at the New York Times, I'm in trouble. They'll hire someone else. So Don't just take 2 frames of something you like, and because you felt awkward with a camera or with the subject, you walked away. You were too shy, too impatient, too quick to give up. This isn't gonna happen overnight. It takes time, it takes experience, but every strong image I've made, whether it was for the New York Times or a commercial work or a personal project or even just going out shooting street photography, it came from staying with it, working it down to the bone, not leaving until I was really happy with my image. So waiting, thinking, adjusting. You've got to commit to the scene. You've got to commit to a little bit of awkwardness, being a little bit uncomfortable. That's when you're probably going to get your best shots. The difference between almost got it and kind of nailed it is often just 5 more minutes of patience and a couple more seconds of feeling uncomfortable. Next on my list is just having no intention, and this is normal early on, but you're going to have to get past that if you want to grow, if you want to improve. I just see people wandering around aimlessly with their camera and they don't improve or they plateau. We've all been there. But if you want to grow, you've got to shoot with purpose. Give yourself little mini assignments. Today, focus on light. Tomorrow, focus on emotion. Next time, experiment with composition or rhythm or working with a theme. Then build on that. Create a small personal project that encompasses all the things I talked about. Have a theme, something you care about, something you're curious about, something you're passionate about. Photography isn't just about taking pictures. It's about saying something through them. Next on my list, and this is a little self-serving, but no guidance, not having guidance. Before you worry about how to shoot, figure out why you shoot. Why do you pick up a camera? What are you curious about and why? If the answer is it's because what gets you likes, you're on the wrong path. You are. Because you're just going to copy some other photographer that's probably not that good either. And then once you find your why, seek guidance from a mentor. Get feedback from someone you respect, someone that will challenge you, someone that's not just going to compliment your images. And yes, I offer mentorships and portfolio reviews and workshops, so it's a little self-serving. I understand that, but that's not what I'm trying to sell you on. I have a limited availability on those. If you're interested, you can check that out at askmott.com. But I'm not the only one. There's other people out there that do this. Maybe you think I'm too handsome, too intimidating, too experienced for you. No, I'm kidding. Or maybe you don't vibe with me. Maybe you vibe with someone else. Or maybe you don't want to spend money on this. All of that is okay. But find someone you respect who will hold you accountable and will help give you a plan, help provide you with some accountability and direction. Good guidance can shave years off your learning curve. So my final thoughts are, everyone makes these mistakes. Don't be hard on yourself. I'm being hard on you today, but don't be hard on yourself. I've made them myself. The difference is I've learned from them. I've refined my process and I kept going. Photography isn't about perfection. It's about awareness of light, timing, composition, the story, the moment, and awareness about yourself and what you're looking to capture in your photography or do with your photography. So go out there, shoot with intention, stay patient, clean up your frames, and that's how you go from taking pictures to making photographs. That's all for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I do have 2 slots left for my Central Vietnam Photography Workshop in December. That's very quickly coming up. We have 2 last-minute slots left. You can check all that out, my mentorship program, online classes, portfolio reviews, my open Q&A, all that and more at askmott.com. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, don't forget to ask me in the comment section. And most importantly, don't forget to have a wonderful day.